Hey everyone, we have 2 days left together in this 21-day series. Today is another Yoga Sculpt practice. I promise tomorrow we will end with a really nice, sweet, slow flow. So we close off our 3 weeks together feeling really restored, nurtured, energized, and hopefully happy, healthy, ready to take on whatever is next. I have weights for today's class. These are 2 pounds. You're welcome to use whatever you have handy. You're also welcome to have a couple different sets nearby. So depending on the muscle group, the exercise, you might want to level up or level down. Weights, of course, are just an option. You do not have to use them for this practice. I promise it will be challenging enough without the weights. Let's begin in a child's pose. So take your knees out wide, big toes meet near the back of your mat. Walk your hands towards the top of the mat. And actually, you can start in child's pose today, or you can begin in a melting heart. So that will be knees stack in below your hips. Walk your hands forward and allow your forehead to meet the mat. So whether you are in child's pose or melting heart, you know the drill. Check in. Give yourself permission to land in this moment. Check in with how the body feels. Soften into the areas that are resisting, clenching, gripping. And see if you can use each round of breath to invite more energy, more power and strength and determination into the body. With your inhale breath, press up onto all fours, come into a tabletop position. And from your tabletop, can you slowly extend your right leg long behind you? Press away from your palms, and as you exhale, round your knee in towards your nose. There's a gentle crunch, but a nice stretch for the back body. Inhale, breath, kick your right leg back behind you, and exhale, squeeze in. Just slowly warming, inhale, and exhale. 2 more, inhale, and exhale. 1 more time, inhale. Exhale, squeeze in, hold, press away from your palms, feel your shoulder blades draw apart, and lower right knee down to the mat. Other side, kick your left heel back behind you. Spread your fingertips wide. Use the full palm and grip into your fingertips so there's not too much strain on the wrists. Exhale, elbow or knee towards nose, gentle crunch, and kick back. Again, knee in towards nose and kick back. 3 more, squeeze in. Kick back. As you kick back, can you squeeze into your glute? Kick back 1 more time. And actually, let's draw that knee in to hold just for an extra round of breath. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. Left knee meets the mat. Hug. Slowly sit back, hips on heels, interlace your fingers, and just roll out the wrists a few times. And then come back into your downward facing dog, tuck your toes, and right away look forward, step forward. There's a forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen, roll your shoulders down your back. Exhale, slow fold. Inhale, rise all the way up to stand, full body stretch. Squeeze your glutes at the top. Exhale, hands meet at heart center. Bring your feet together to touch. First chair pose right away will fire up some strength in the lower body. Sit your hips back, sweep your arms overhead. This first chair pose, nothing fancy. We just hold here and breathe. Can you feel your quads, your glutes, your core? Keep your chest lifted, your gaze forward. Stay for an inhale breath. Forward fold, exhale, Take an inhale, halfway lift, shoulders roll down and back. As you exhale, fold and step your left foot to the back of your mat. Lower your left knee, reach for your weights if you're using them, and stack your shoulders up over your hips. Arms reach up overhead. Can you slowly bend your elbows back? Tricep extension overhead. Kick your weights up towards the ceiling. Keep your chest lifted. And bend back in 90 degrees. Slow extension up, kick, and bend back. We're here for 5. Stable in your lower body. Squeeze into your inner thighs. Last 4. Slow lower. Last 3. Slow lower. 2. And 1. Bend back into your elbows, and can you add a really micro pulse up with the weights? Squeeze into your triceps for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly lower your weights down to the mat. Slide your hips back, come into a half split. So you have your hands stacked one on top of the weights. You can stay here and enjoy the hamstring stretch. We did a little bit of this yesterday. Option 2, take your weight into your left hand. Okay. Then open up to a T, so a single arm fly. Keep your chest lifted, gaze slightly forward, slow lower. Inhale to squeeze into your back body and slow lower. If the weight feels wobbly, because my weight's smaller, it's not super stable, the fingertips on the mat might feel a little bit better. Let's stay with this movement. Squeeze into your back, your wrists in line with your shoulders as you lift up. For 5. Last 4. 3. Steady with your breath. 2. And 1. Little pulse, just like we did with the tricep, really small for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slow lower. Walk your hands forward, bring your weights with you. Leave them at the top of your mat, hands are flat, step back into a plank pose and hold. For this first plank pose, you're welcome to keep your knees on the mat, and you're welcome to use your knees the entire practice. Dome across your back body. Okay, we'll add a shoulder tap. So you can take your knees out a little bit wider. I find that helps with stability. Right hand to left shoulder and lower. Left hand to left shoulder and lower. For some of you, you might lift your knees off the mat. Tap from side to side. Let's go. 4, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. High plank, downward facing dog. Tuck your toes, lift your hips up and back. Enjoy the full body stretch here. Lengthen along your spine, stretch out the back of your legs. Let your head hang heavy. Come high on your tiptoes, look forward, step or float all the way towards the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, grab your weights this time, rise all the way up. Pause for a moment in mountain pose. Second set of chair, this time we add some work with the weights. Feet together, sit your hips back. Quads are on, glutes are on. Hey, take your weights and turn your palms towards the front of your space. Roll your shoulders down your back. With your inhale, take your arms overhead, tap your weights at the top. As you exhale, slow lower tap at the bottom. So we're drawing big circles with the arms, half circle on each side. Squeeze at the bottom. So important that you're feeling this in your back body. So can you keep your arms back? Squeeze your shoulder blades back. Sit low into your chair for 5. Lower. Last 4. Lower. Last 3. Keep your gaze forward. Can you sit back even more? Last 2. Tap. Last 1. Tap. Hold here in your chair pose. Take an inhale breath. Exhale, forward fold. Drop your weights for a moment. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold. This time your right foot takes a big step back. Settle into your lunge. Grab your weights if you're using them and bring them up to your thigh. Okay, second side, our overhead tricep extension. Reach your arms overhead, elbows tight in line with ears. Bend your weights back behind you, that 90-degree bend, and slow extension back up towards the ceiling. Bend into your elbows and slow extension. We're here for 5. Lift. 4. Lift. Last 3. Connect your breath to the movement. 2. Lift. Last 1, bend back, add that little pulse for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come back through center, weights to the mat. Walk yourself back and take your hamstring stretch. Again, my weight is a bit wobbly here, so I'm going to tent fingertips on mat. You're welcome to use your weight as a prop. Grip your weight with your right hand on your inhale, single arm fly. Right arm comes out to the right side of your space. It's in line with your shoulder. No higher, no lower. Hold it there and then resist that slow motion to come back down. Slow open and slow lower. Think about resistance on both ways or both directions. So resist as you go up, resist as you go down. Let's go for 5. Slow lower. 4. Slow lower. Last 3. 2. Pause at the top 1. Add that little pulse up. So small for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slow lower. Come all the way forward. Leave your weights at the top of the mat. Plant your hands, step back into plank pose. This time in plank pose, lower to your forearms, forearm plank, and then right away we'll set up into a side plank. Right forearm down, heels roll to the right, and bring your left hand to the back of your head. Now you can modify by lowering your knee to the mat. Okay. Inhale, breath, lift up, open across your chest. As you exhale, can you twist your left elbow down towards the mat? Inhale, breath to open up. Exhale, slow twist. Find your breath. We're only here for 5. Slow twist. 4. Twist. Last 3. You can do it. Twist. Last 2. Twist. Last 1. Twist. Come through center. Other side. Roll to the open to the right side. You can lower your left knee. I'm holding it here as a modification, or you have your feet stacked. Anchor through your left palm, forearm, elbow, right arm towards the ceiling, elbow towards the ceiling, hand to the back of your head. Inhale, breath to open. Exhale, slow twist. Inhale, breath, open. Exhale, slow twist. You are here for 5. Twist. Last 4. This is just temporary, you guys. And how good is that restorative class going to feel tomorrow? And twist. Last 2. Twist. Last 1. Twist. Come back through center. Child's pose. Lower your knees to the mat. Send your hips to your heels. Forehead meets the mat. Whew. All right, let's keep moving. Downward facing dog. Root through both palms. Lift your hips up and back. Right leg kicks up and back behind you. Bend your knee, stack your hip. We'll take a single leg calf raise. Come high onto your left toes. Activate your left calf. And exhale, charge your heel back down to the mat. Inhale, lift up high on your left toes. Exhale, charge down. Just 5 more. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. 3 more. You got this. Inhale, lift and lower. 2 more. Lift and lower. Engage your entire leg. Lift. Pause here at the top. Look forward. Step forward. There's a lunge. Grab your weights, 1 in each hand. Rise up to stack shoulders over hips. Arms overhead, come into a crescent lunge. All right, friends, from your crescent lunge, slowly hinge forward. Your torso hovers just above your right thigh. And you're going to extend your arms down. And then slowly pull your weights towards your rib cage and kick your arms back behind you. Bend back into your elbows, press your weights down to the mat. So we squeeze in, we kick back, bend, and press down. Only 5. Squeeze, kick back. Keep your elbows lifted, press down. 4 more. Squeeze, kick back, bend, slow lower. 3 more. Gaze slightly forward, squeeze, kick back, bend, slow lower. Remember, there's resistance both ways. Kick and lower. 1 more time. This time, hold back here. Add your little pulse for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come back up through crescent lunge. Straighten out your right leg. Turn to a triangle pose. Then open your arms up to a T. Palms open towards the left side of your space. Inhale, tall upper body. Slow hinge over your right side. So I'm not mirroring you here. I'm on the same leg. A little pulse up. Think of pressing your weight towards the ceiling, little pulse down. Little pulse up, little pulse down. So triangle foundation, but we add that core work for 5, 4, last 3, 2, maybe look up, 1, then come all the way up through center. Bring your hands to meet at heart. Turn your heels in, toes out, and come down into a goddess pose foundation. Bend into your knees. You can sway your hips from side to side. Catch your breath. All right, now settle in here. Roll your shoulders from your ears. Take your arms out in front at a hammer curl. Weights tap in towards your shoulders. Slowly extend them back out. Keep your hips low. Bend in. Kick out. Core is on, shoulders over, hips bend and extend. Let's go for 8, 7, last 6. Stay with it, you guys. Sink deeper if you can. 5, last 4. Whew. You got this. 3, 2, and 1. Come back through center, straighten out both legs. Now we'll do that same sequence, reverse order towards the back of the mat. So start with your triangle foundation. Left toes point to the back of your mat. Arms open up towards me, palms forward. Then slow hinge at your hips. Add that little pulse up, little pulse down. So small, pulse up, pulse down for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly turn your body towards the back of your mat, crescent lunge. Again, I'm not mirroring you. I'm on the same side. Deep bend in your left knee, high on your right toes. Slowly hinge forward. Torso hovers just above your left thigh. This is your core, shoulders down from ears. Row as you pull your weights towards your rib cage and extend back, kick into your triceps. Bend and push your weights back down to the mat. Hey, you've got this. Squeeze in, kick back, bend and push. We have 5. Squeeze, kick back, bend and lower. 4, kick back, bend, lower. Last 3. Squeeze, kick, bend, lower. 2 more. Squeeze, kick, bend, lower. Last one. Kick back. Add that slow pulse for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And slowly lower. Plant your weights. Plant your hands. 3-leg down dog. Left leg to the sky. Bend your left knee, stack your hip, catch your breath, you guys. We are almost done. Come high onto your right toes, right side calf raise. Exhale, charge your heel down. Inhale onto your right toes. Exhale, heel down. For 5, inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. 4, engage your entire leg, lower. Last 3, lower. 2, Last one, pause, pause, pause. Left toes meet the mat, child pose, facing the back of your mat, forehead to the earth. Let that go, sigh out through your mouth. Good place to take a quick sip of water, quick break if you need to. Then press up onto your hands, grab your weights, turn around. You can turn to face the top of the mat so you can continue to follow along. Okay, and let's take a boat pose. So just like I believe yesterday, feet flat to the mat, or 2 days ago, feet flat to the mat, take your hands to the back of your knees. This is where you can stay and hold. You can also keep your feet flat to the mat and work the upper body movement. And then if you feel like you can take it a little bit further, your feet come up off the mat. So with your weights, bring them into heart center. We'll start with a twist. So whether your feet are on the mat or your feet are lifted, slowly twist your body towards the right and come back through center. Other side, twist to the left, come back through center. Really slow twist to the side, through center, other side, through center. We're here for 8. Center. 7. Last 6. 5. You've got this. Keep going. 4. 3. 2. And 1. Come back to your center, pause, and hold. Arms reach out in front. Slowly lower all the way down. Take your arms overhead, bend into your elbows. Press them back up towards the ceiling, and then slowly draw your way back up to your center. Okay, again, slowly lower back down. Arms come overhead, bend back. Activate your strong core. Rise up. 3 more like that. Slow lower. Bend back. Lift up. 2 more. You can do it. Slow lower. Bend back. Rise up. So there is a bit of momentum with the weight. Slow lower. Last time, bend. Rise up. Pause and hold. High to low boat to finish off this boat series. Grab your weights if you're taking them with you. Can you use your inhale breath to hover, legs out, upper body off the mat. Exhale to squeeze in. Inhale breath, lower. Exhale, squeeze in. Just 3 more, lower and lift. Last 2, lower and lift. Last one, we pause at the bottom, hold, 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 add a little pulse up with your weights. Squeeze into your core, navel to spine. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower all the way down to your mat. Rock your head from side to side. You might take your weights, rest them on your hips. Open your arms out. Check in with your body. Feel what's going on. New sensation, new energy. Catch your breath. You can keep your weights on your hips. This is a bit of a cool down combo with a little bit of work for the back body. With your feet on the mat, bridge lift. On your inhale, press into your feet. Lift your hips up towards the ceiling. Gaze down your midline. As you exhale, slow lower hips to the mat. Again, inhale breath, press into your feet, lift your hips, and exhale, slow lower. 1 more time, pause at the top, lift up, squeeze your glutes. Keep lifting up through your hips. You might add a little pulse for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and slow lower. Bound angle, soles of the feet together, knees fall open. We'll take a bit of a stretch here. You can keep your legs in bound angle. Reach your arms up overhead. Eagle arms. Right arm behind left. Drop once, maybe twice. Palms together. Lengthen through the back of your neck. Feel your shoulder blades separate. Squeeze as tight as you can into your arms. And then open up. Other side, the left arm behind right. Wrap up nice and tight. Back of your neck is long. Squeeze, rinse into the arms. And release. You take your weights off of your hips. Bring your knees in together to touch. Walk your feet off the mat. Open your arms to cactus, windshield wiper. Let this feel really good. Unwind anything in the hips and the low back. Then bring both knees in towards your chest. Give yourself a gentle squeeze in, legs up towards the ceiling. Reclined cow face pose. Take your right leg in front of your left. Bend your knees in towards your chest. You might take your hands to your outer calves, or can you grab your pinky toe edge of the feet, each foot, and draw your feet in towards your body, your knees in towards your chest. So we create some sensation in the outer hips into the glutes. Keep softening your shoulders from your ears, lengthen through the back of your neck. And unwind, other side, left leg in front of right. You stack up your knees, open up your feet, and then find that comfortable grip as you slowly draw your knees towards your chest and you open your feet up to either side of the space, but in towards your body. And slowly unwind. Bring your feet flat to the mat. Check in with how you feel. If there are any other poses, stretches, movements you'd like to take, that invitation is here for you now. You can extend your legs and your arms out. Shavasana pose, our sweet, sweet Shavasana, the gift at the end of all of that hard work. Remember, you are always welcome to add on one of the other classes for more of a stretch, especially after these more strength-focused practices. It might feel good to take a bit more time to stretch out the body. You guys know your body better than I do. You know what you need. You remember, you always have this time on your mat to take it all in. Take what you need, leave what you don't. Enjoy your next few moments in Shavasana. I invite you to take at least 10 or more breaths wherever you are. Take a moment to thank yourself for working through today's class, for navigating any challenge that came up along the way, and honoring the needs of your body. Send out a silent thank you to others in our community here who were able to roll out their mat today and move their body. And thank you so much for trusting me in your Yoga Sculpt practice today. Such a pleasure to guide you. Have a beautiful rest of your day. Namaste.